those deer are just laughing at me. There they go. Actually, I'm laughing at them because there's nothing out there for them to eat now. So, yeah, ha ha ha. Yes, 15 days away from the big day. Did you see my man Trump at McDonald's yesterday? At the fry station, that man was on fire yesterday. I don't care for McDonald's, but it makes me want to go to McDonald's and get some fries today. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to try to get in the wheat field or in the soybean field and plant some wheat to make it a wheat field. But he was in his element yesterday at McDonald's, cooking those fries, talking to the customers in the drive-thru, showing Kamala how it's done. It appears I may have to put a new tire on there. I don't know why this one was so low. But I think we got her now. 70 pounds. I think that's where I need to be. Hey, another beautiful week coming up. It's supposed to get near 75 degrees today. Right where we need to be at 70 pounds. Sunshine. Cloudless skies for the next at least week according to the forecast. This fall has just been unbelievable for harvest. And we got 70 there. I've got to change a cog over. And 30, I better put a little bit more in here. I think it's time to come out of my sweatshirt already. Okay, let me change the sprocket and the chain. I've got to put it in high-speed mode, and then I've got to throw a little bit of grease on it, and then it should be ready to roll. Looking at the chart here, wheat pounds per acre, I want about 120 pounds, thereabouts. 123 is 15 on the setting, and if I recall correctly, it's the same setting as soybeans, and yeah, we're at 15 right there. The only difference is slow speed versus regular speed, so I've got to kick it up to regular speed for wheat, and we're on slow speed for soybeans. I've got to put 2 links, I think it's 2 links in the chain. This chain here needs to be moved onto this sprocket, so I've got to get 2 links to add to that, and I keep those 2 links over here in the parts bin. Should be right down here in this one right here, I think is where they are. There we go, got them right there. Now I need wrenches. I think it's a 15/16, maybe an adjustable, and a pair of, somebody is trying to get in touch with me. I think I need a pair of these in order to get the clips out. Someone just sent a TikTok to me concerning the Amish in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and how they just saw, or the TikTok said, they just saw a billboard up there targeting the Amish to vote. Of course, vote for my man Trump. And so the person that just sent me the TikTok said he didn't know that was a thing. But yes, Amish, if you talk, I've talked to some of them about politics, and most of them are conservative. I don't know how often they make it a point to go vote, but hopefully this year they make it a point to vote. Before I take that off, I better roll this around to find the link. And there's the master link there. All right, don't lose that one. Gotta roll this around a little bit more to get to this other. And the more videos I watch concerning these illegal immigrants coming in and taking over these towns, what amazes me is the locals that are interviewed who are okay with this. Now, some of them do say they're okay with immigration as long as it's done legally, but some of them are saying, this is okay. We need to welcome everybody. What the hell is wrong with you? They're coming in and taking up your hospital space, standing in line for Social Security benefits and EBT benefits where the locals can't get in line, causing traffic accidents because they don't know how to drive. Why would you be okay with that? I don't understand that. And I didn't. I was gonna say I already lost the clip for this one. I just keep looking at our county here and our town and think, you know what? If we were invaded by 10,000 or 20,000 illegals, what the hell would I do? And I don't know. I'm at the stage in my life, I guess I would seriously consider packing up and going elsewhere. I don't know. You know, it's one thing, you know, back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s when people like my great-grandfather came over, they assimilated to our values and our way of life. These illegals today, they are not assimilating. They're not following our cultures. They're bringing their cultures and issues with them. And this place in Ohio, it wasn't Springfield, but oh gosh, I won't be able to say the name. Churlardy. Oh gosh, I just watched the video. Nick Shirley, I think, was the YouTube channel, and he was interviewing these locals. All right, why aren't you going in that hole? He was interviewing these locals, and they were talking about how they had been renting, you know, forever at $650 a month. Well, number one, that's pretty darn cheap rent. I just talked to Sexy Rooster yesterday, and he's been looking for a place, and for a 1 or 2 bedroom place around here, he's saying $1,600 a month starting, and that's nothing fancy. But anyhow, back to these Ohio towns. $650, $700 a month. They have been kicked out because the landlords are now renting to these Haitians and Cubans and Venezuelans and whoever else is coming along for $1,500 a month plus, so more than double the rent. You've got 10 or 12 people staying in one house. So this one guy said that he heard that the landlords were charging by the head, since they're getting these government benefits at, you know, $500, $600, $700 a month. The landlord is charging by the head at $500, $600, $700 a month, and putting 10 or 12 people in their rental house. That is just insane. Okay, why the hell isn't this going through there? I guess my clip is too large for this hole, so I better go find something smaller. Okay, there we go. Slide this thing over here. Alright, there we go. Shut the tightener down. Tighten the tightener up. Whoops, you fell. Alright, and then tighten the sprocket up here and we're good to go. Throw a little bit of grease on her. I'll have to call farmer's daughter to come to the field and pick me up so I can have a truck down there. Okay, that's that. And talk about a hose destroyer-nator. This hitch will do it. It drifts down overnight, and if you're not paying attention, you jump in the tractor in the morning, take off without lifting the hitch up, and then you spin around and the hitch, well, you can see where I've done this before. This here will come back and hit against there, takes all these hoses and pulls them apart and drags them up, and it just creates a freaking mess. So I've got this chain here on the hitch that I'm going to hook up to that bar there so that hitch doesn't drift. Okay, I'm not sure how much you saw of that. I had the camera, I thought I had the camera on, but when I went back to it, it was off. Trying to hook up these hoses, this one here kept popping out on me. I knew it wasn't locking in. There's a sweet spot there, but I finally got the sweet spot. Everything is hooked up. Let me take the locks out so I can drop this down. I need to take these locks out, drop it down, because there's a grease fitting behind there that I have to grease, but it needs to be in the down position to do that. You don't need to see me grease it. You know how a grease gun works. Although I did watch One Lonely Farmer last night as he was talking about his paper towels. I watched him greasing and replacing a bushing on his grain platform and putting grease in there. That is 30 minutes of my life I'll never get back, just like the 20 or 25 minutes of your life you're going to watch here today. Or maybe you're going to skip over it and say, screw this. I don't need to waste 25 minutes of my life. And that's okay too. You know, I said early on, if you've been watching this channel a while, you will know I've had one or two rants about this, that I'm not going to tell you to like, share, and subscribe, because I don't care. I'm not begging for watchers or anybody to like the video or to subscribe to my channel. Last Friday, October 18th, was my 9-year anniversary. So from the first video I put up, it's been 9 years ago. I started this channel to educate people, to kind of teach people a little bit about agriculture. Now, I'm not the best one to be the teacher here, but I kind of let you observe and learn, and I try to answer questions if you ask them in the comments. My purpose of this channel has never been about the money, to make money, to get subscribers, to have bragging rights with a plaque on the wall from YouTube. It's just about education of the consumer, to see, so the consumer can see what the farmers deal with on a day-to-day basis, from planting the crop to harvesting it to taking it to the grain elevator and selling it. Hopefully I have accomplished that. Of course, we throw a little bit more in there since I do own a hardware store and I like to travel, but that has been the purpose of this channel. I enjoy editing videos. I've always enjoyed video taking, picture taking. When it doesn't become fun anymore, then screw this. I don't need this channel. I can say forget it and move on, but I'm still having fun taking the video, editing the video, reading comments, meeting people when I go to farm shows. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and I've got the grease gun, which you don't need to see. I'm walking down to the barn to get the John Deere tractor, bring it up here. I want to take the auto steer out of that tractor and put the GPS and auto steer on my wheat planting tractor, but I think I'm going to stop by the corn bin here and put that top on, make sure everything smells okay there. Corn smells okay. I've thrown the fan on today. It's a good drying day. 55% humidity, 75 degrees. That brings the moisture down to like a 12% level. I won't bring it down that much just with the 6 or 8 hours I'm going to run it today, but it'll help that last corn that I dumped on there that was at 16.5%, so it should take some of that moisture out. So it's looking and smelling good. And I am moving to the field. It's time to get this show on the road. Of course, it's almost 2 o'clock. But that's okay. We'll get her done eventually. I don't see much moisture coming up there, but I'm getting ready to jump out here and look. Make sure it's going deep enough. Make sure it's covering it up. There's a little bit of moisture in there. I see a few kernels there on top. Yeah, we got something in the ground there. I see more on top than I see in the ground. I've got it going. I've adjusted these pretty deep here. How about here where there's no soybean cover or soybean stubble cover? Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's going down about an inch. That's good. Well, I found one. There's got to be more in there. The heck? Yep, it's there. This is nothing but powder on this one. There's a little bit of moisture down in there. Well, come on, where are you? The heck? Yep, there it is. Okay. Oh, there's one. Couple I've poked out of there. So yeah, they're going a little bit more than an inch where there's no soybean stubble, or soybean trash. But when you get here in this trash, it's a little different story. They're kind of like laying right there on the top. That's not good. But there is some moisture under there. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more downforce on the planter, and we're not gonna look back. We're just gonna go. And today's snack, lunch, whatever you want to call it, is savory Chex Mix. Not original, not spicy, not regular, but savory. Yes, they're pretty darn good, actually. All right, pay attention so you don't run into the creek. And the first field is planted, about 8 acres in that field. And moving on to the next field, it's about 15 acres in that one. But I'm gonna put some wheat in here. I didn't fill the drill up because I want to first verify that it's putting what I want out there. So I will stop and fill it up, get a glance of what is left in there, and I can readjust from there if I need to. Oh, I did not put enough in that field. I've got to step it up a couple of notches here. She's filled up, readjusted, and ready to go. Or is it a he? Or is it a she? Or z? Or they? Or them? Or an it? I don't know. Oh, I've got great news. The shop just called me to let me know that my grain truck is fixed and ready to go. So this is Monday evening. It's 20 minutes to 5. So I'll get a ride up there tomorrow morning and pick it up. But I'm going to go ahead and finish planting this wheat tomorrow, and I'll get back into the soybeans on Wednesday, I think, because if nothing goes wrong, I'll be able to plant the rest of this wheat tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping. So then I'll dump the combine and the wagon onto that truck, take it into the elevator Wednesday morning, and cut some soybeans Wednesday afternoon, I hope. Subject to change, of course. And last week, I think it was Friday, I got a call. I had taken that electric motor from the grain bin up to our local electric motor servicing shop. It's called Wanger's. Took it up to them last week. They called me on Friday and said that motor is ready to pick up. I just haven't had a time to get up there and pick that motor up. So maybe Wednesday when I come back through there, after dropping off my load of soybeans at the elevator, I can swing in there and pick up that motor. We'll see. I don't need it right away because we're not pulling anything out of the bins yet. But I've got to do that before I forget about it. So the bills just keep rolling in. Not a lot of income rolling in because it's all sitting in the grain bins. And I've got another tree that has fallen into the field. Just missed it on that pass. But I don't have anything here to move it, so I guess I'm going around it. Sun is bright coming off of that water. At least it's not soybeans that I'm cutting, so I can still see these huge rocks at the end here. Oh man, and I'm still too close to them. Nope, I made it. Beautiful sunset over the river tonight. Of course, you can't see it that good out of these dirty windows. All right, we're gonna try to catch this sunset. Oh, let's get out here. Let's hurry, let's hurry. Oh yes, we are in time. And she's sinking fast. I should have turned the tractor off so you could experience the tranquility, the peace. Oh, that's beautiful. And I think that is the sunset. It has disappeared. It's a beautiful evening out here. And look at how clear this water is, but We haven't had any rain in like 3 weeks, I guess, so nothing to wash into the river and muddy that water up. Okay, one last look, and we're gonna jump back on this tractor and finish this field. That's a beautiful sky. Okay. I've got like one and a half more passes in this field. I will be done. I've done the ends on this end, and then I'll just have to make 3 passes across that end, and we're gonna call it an evening. I hear geese. I also hear a leaf blower. But it's not me. I'm not blowing anything off. I think it's the neighbors over there. And there's the last look at that beautiful sky. Okay, I've planted about, what have I planted today? About 24 acres, 2 fields here, so I'm done on this side of the road. So tomorrow I will move to that side of the road, and I've got a 30-acre field here to plant. So I'm planting about 55 acres of wheat, and that should be it. So I shouldn't have any problem planting that tomorrow if all goes well. Okay, it's, what is it? 6:30. I'm wrapping this thing up, and I'm gonna say, see ya.